Hi everyone, welcome back to Stuttering Tech, and in this video we are going to be taking a look at the Xiaomi Redmi Note 9S. Before I get started, please click that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, hit that bell notification icon so you will be notified when I upload new videos, and as always you can leave your comments down below. If you're interested in picking this one up, I will leave the link in the description down below. The price starts at $193.39. I know what you guys saying. I know it's strange pricing. You can get it with 4 gigs of RAM and 64 gigs of storage, or 6 gigs of RAM and 128 gigs of storage. You can extend that storage up to 512 gigs with the micro SD card slot. It comes in 3 colors to choose from: Aurora Blue, Cleric White, and Interstellar Gray. Now let me run down the specs. It has a 6.67-inch LCD IPS display with a resolution of 1080 by 2400p with HDR10. It has Gorilla Glass front and back with a plastic body. Around back there is a quad camera setup with the main camera coming in at 48 megapixels, a 8 megapixel ultra wide angle, a 5 megapixel macro, and a 2 megapixel depth sensor. On the front, there is a 16 megapixel selfie camera. The phone supports 18 watts fast charging. It has Android 10 with the MIUI 11 skin. It has a Snapdragon 720G and Adreno 615 GPU. Yes, and this phone also has an headphone jack. Now let's take a look at this sexy thing right here. Now the model I have here is the 4 gigs of RAM and 64 gigs of storage, and I have the Aurora Blue. I don't know if you guys can see that shine. Let me just go ahead and give it a quick wipe down so you guys can see the back. It is a fingerprint magnet because it's glass right here. Now, I had this phone for 3 days and I didn't feel anything slippery about it. It wasn't slippery at all. It does come with the 18 watt fast charging quick charger in the box. It also comes with a clear one of these rubber cases, which is awesome. Yeah, and it also has an included screen protector on the plastic one, the ones I hate. I actually ordered myself a tempered glass that is actually coming in a couple of days. But now let's take a look around the phone. I don't know how well you guys can see this, but there's an IR blaster right there. This is a mic right here. This is the earpiece right here. It's a tiny earpiece that has the LED notification in between the grill as well. Alongside here we have the volume rocker. We have the power button fingerprint scanner right here, and nothing else here. We have the speaker grill. It's a bottom firing speaker. It's a mono setup. We have another mic. We have the USB-C. Here's your headphone jack. I mean, you pay less and you get more. I mean, ever since I had the OnePlus 5T, which is this phone right here, I noticed that you get more for less, and everybody is trying to take away the headphone jack so they can sell you Bluetooths. But at the end of the day, when those die, at least you have your headphone on the wired so you can listen to music still. I still use my phone. I'm actually using a phone right now to record this video that has a headphone jack, and that's how I have my mic inserted into that phone as well. So I mean, at the end of the day, the headphone jack is a plus. So yeah, awesome phone. But the screen, man, this screen is wonderful. This is a beautiful LCD screen. Now, as I just mentioned, I had the OnePlus 5T for over 2 years now. I didn't get the OnePlus 6, the 6T, the 7, the 7T. OnePlus turned me off when they copied Apple with a notch, and then everybody did it, including Google. Didn't like that, so I just stood with my OnePlus 5T. And I wasn't, and then Samsung, even though they didn't follow the trend, they just did their own thing. I didn't see the need of spending the hefty price for gimmicks I would not use. Now, a lot of people talking about, well, it's not, this phone is not for quad HD. That phone is not quad HD. You don't need quad HD to have a good a really good display. I even had the Galaxy S8, and even though the display was superb, I loved it. It's quad HD. I had it for about a month, and I didn't have it on quad HD. I had it on the 1080p because it drains your battery. And two, there's nothing that I was looking at that was worth me having it in quad HD. I mean, I could have watched stuff in quad HD on YouTube, but everyone I follow on YouTube uploads in 1080p. There's no quad. So I'm like, and I don't be between my right to work and home at the time. There wasn't enough time. The ride wasn't long enough for me to enjoy anything in quad HD. A movie and then it goes on the ground and there's no reception. So it didn't make no sense. And I wasn't really happy with the phone with the gimmick, so I turned it in I returned it and stood with my OnePlus 5T. Now let's get back to this beautiful baby right here. Yeah, so the fingerprint works very, very fast, as you guys can see that. I mean, you can see the punch hole. I put a background that goes well with this. You can search them up and find them. This does come with its with themes, with its own theme store where you could get themes, icons, backgrounds, all you want. But I got this from somewhere else. But overall, this phone doesn't even feel like it's less than $200. I mean, the price starts less depending on the color you get. I believe the Interstellar Gray is the cheapest one at that starting price. But depending on the color you're going to get, it goes all the way up to 205, and yeah, over 205 in the lower tier in the 4 gig RAM models. With the 6 gig RAM models, it goes from 238 and up. So, but it's a very, very good. It doesn't feel cheap at all. And when you put your micro SD card in here, which I will leave a link down below for some of them, it asks you if you want to format the card, because the card has to be formatted anyway. It asks you if you want it to be external storage or you want to use it as internal. I chose internal, and it copied all the apps and stuff over to the SD card, and now it doesn't show the internal storage. When you go to storage to see, it only shows you the SD card, because the SD card takes over as the internal storage. So I suggest you get a very fast SD card. Don't just go out for something cheap, and it's slow. Now the phone, I'm not going to say this phone doesn't slow down. The only time I've noticed it is when I take a 48 megapixel picture, because the file is so big. It's slow. While it's saving the file, you see that there's a lag there. Other than that, I haven't really seen anything. I have emulators in here. I have the FPSE PlayStation 1 emulator in here, and it works perfectly. I haven't seen any issues with it. I was playing Marvel versus Street Fighter or Street Fighter versus Capcom, whatever the game is. But I can show you guys how to set that up and show you more emulators if you guys would like. Just let me know in the description down below if you guys would like to see me do that on this phone. But I might just do it anyway. Just to showcase what this beast can do, and don't let the 720G fool you. It's a very good processor. Now, everything I throw in this phone is being great so far. I'm not a big heavy gamer. I'm not gonna be over here playing PUBG for you guys. I'm not a gamer like that. I like simpler games. I'm not into gun games, shooting games, stuff like that. So I'm not gonna go ahead and play games like that. So, but overall, very, very awesome phone. I recommend this phone. This phone is a beast. And it doesn't feel cheap, and it's beautiful. Now the back is a bit slippery. So if you have, like, I would like say wet hands, like your hands sweaty or whatever, or some lotion or whatever, you will slip. But again, it comes with the included clear case, which makes it a bit easier to grip. But I haven't had any grip issues using it out of the case whatsoever. Even with my hand a little bit moist or whatever, it's fine. It might not be the same for you. Now, when you get this phone, it doesn't have an app drawer. It doesn't have an app drawer because the MIUI 11 it's kind of like a iPhone copy kind of thing, where all the apps is just on the screen, and so you just go from side to side, and that's how you would get it. When you swipe up, you will get a search for apps or whatever you want. So that's how that would work. Now, I'm not a guy. I don't hate MIUI ROM skin. I've actually had custom ROMs on my old phones, like the Galaxy S4, so that phones like that, where I installed the MIUI custom ROMs, which had this skin right on it, and so I'm used to it. But if you don't like it, you can install a custom launcher, or like I did, I installed Xiaomi's Poco launchers, and so they have a launcher that they have in the Play Store. It's called the Poco launcher. Once you install that, it automatically gives you the app drawer. So now you have an app drawer there. It's the same as the original, just that it gives you the ability to have an app drawer, which is pretty stoked. I'm stoked about that. I mean, even though I don't mind having the screens everywhere, but then I would have to go ahead and put stuff in the folders by what I want. This way I don't have to do that. I just have on the screen the main apps that I want. I haven't actually done so yet, but yeah. It has mono speakers, so the speaker is mono. There's no dual stereo speakers here, but it does get loud. Let me pull up a YouTube video so you guys can hear it, hear how it sounds. Let's see what comes up. Yeah, so there are some guys. Let's play a couple seconds of this. Let me see how that is gonna work out. Skip the ad.
I think that more for
You don't want no problem, let your body don't invite me. I don't worry about the niggas, please stop talking about me. Always talking about me.
Woo! All right. It does get loud. It is pretty loud for a bottom firing speaker, but you can easily cover it up. But so far, I haven't had that problem. I guess it's the way I hold my phone. So if you hold your phone when you watch videos like this, when I hold my phone, I usually hold it like this, or it might be like this. So it's covering up just a bit, but not enough to muffle the speaker. In my occasion, sometimes it'll be like this, and it actually helps. It actually helps, especially when the kids are running around making noise. When I hold it like this, the sound bounces off my hand and come up, so I can actually hear it compared to it being like this, and my kids are just running around making a ton of noise and I can't hear anything. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, the screen is just amazing, man. The days of you don't need to buy the flagship. I mean, I felt victim to Samsung for years, buying stuff that I used for like the beginning just to test out the gimmicks, and then I didn't use it. And then I'm wondering like why did I spend $850, $950, $1,000 on a phone that I don't need, like with stuff that you're not gonna use. Like, why would you do that? And I didn't understand, because my dad wouldn't even do that. My dad only has an iPhone because his job gave it to him, and some other people I know, their job gave it to them. Other than that, they wouldn't even buy an iPhone or an expensive Samsung phone. They're like me. Majority of people I know don't have flagship phones. People just said all they need the phone to do is make phone calls, do a little text here and there, and go on social media. They don't care for all that extra stuff, like, and the pictures and having the best camera, because most of the people looking at the pictures on their camera on their phone, it looks great on the phone until you blow it up big, and then you see it's out of focus, and you see all the issues when you zoom in, or when it was blown up big. So I mean, if you really wanna, if in my opinion, if you want a camera that's gonna do it all, you be able to just invest yourself in a DSLR, a mirrorless or something like that, and you'll get better pictures. Yeah, but man, I'm gonna pull up Spotify real quick. You guys can hear. Let's play a couple seconds, something. I can't play everything too much. Yeah. When it comes to music, it's loud. Now, where I do see a problem is when you're using Bluetooth headphones. With the Bluetooth now, for some reason, I don't know why, because I tried, and I thought maybe it was just one of my Bluetooths that was just acting up, and I used it with that one, and the audio was low. So then I used it with my Jabbar 65T, and when I used it with that, it was low too. I noticed it was lower than when I use it with this phone. So I'm like, why is it so low? But lucky for me, the Jabra actually has a volume control on the Bluetooth itself, or on the stereo Bluetooth, where you could increase it. So I have to increase that up to 100%. Usually on this phone, I don't even have that turned up. It's on the default. So I'm like, I have to turn it up. That's the only thing I noticed. And this phone is Bluetooth 5.0. So it's surprising to me that I actually had to increase the volume. I don't know what it is. Maybe they can fix that in an update. I don't know what's going on there, that the volume through the Bluetooth is low. So if you have Bluetooth that don't have its own volume increase to increase the volume of that Bluetooth itself and not the phone, there will be a problem. You probably wouldn't like it because but I mean, overall, great phone. This phone is for people who don't want to go and spend all $1,000 plus, because phones are now the price of the laptops. Let me show you the screen, the face unlock real quick. I mean, when the face unlocks, you have to swipe up to unlock it. Now it's usually fast, but I think when I program it, I had my glasses on, so now when I don't have the glasses on, it's struggling to recognize me. But when I program it with the glasses on and I have it off, it does fine, which is weird. But let me try it again. Double tap, and it's taking a little bit of time. Yep. Yeah, it's having problems. It's having some issues with my face because I don't have the glasses on. But I mean, it's pretty. I don't know where my glasses is right now, but yeah, it's pretty fast though. It's pretty fast. Just wish I could show it in camera to you guys. But I mean, this is one phone. I was actually supposed to sell this phone to someone. I bought it, and he was gonna give me the money for this phone and take it, but man, I'm keeping this phone. It doesn't feel cheap. I mean, it doesn't feel budget, and you're getting less for more. Come on, when you buy a flagship phone, you don't get a case. When you buy when you buy an iPhone, you don't get the fast charger. I mean, I think they did it with the iPhone 11, but it's the lowest one, not the one that would charge the fastest. I mean, what's going on there? You spend $1,000. What the highest one? Like 15, 14, 1,300 bucks. Then you still got to go ahead and spend another $75 to get a big brick to a laptop charger to charge it. Man, that's ridiculous. I don't see the point in that. Yeah, but man, overall, great phone. I recommend it. Like I said, if you guys want to see me do the emulation on this, which I probably will do anyway, just let me know in the description down below. Yes. Oh, let me show the camera real quick. So now I'm gonna show you modes. I'm not going to shoot because I will put some sample videos and pictures up. Now you have slow motion on here up to 960 frames a second. So that and you can cycle through the way you got 960, 120, and 240 frames. You have short videos. You have video, and in the video mode, you can go from you can go to ultra wide, or you can go over to this is digital zoom right here, 2x digital zoom, which I said it has a macro. To get to the macro is not, you don't go over here. This doesn't do anything. It's blurry. It's blurry. You see, it's blurry. It really doesn't do anything, because this is just digital zoom, which you will lose quality. So in order to get to the macro, you actually have to go in to the settings and go over to macro, and then now your macro camera is on, where you can see the macro shot right there. Yeah, you have then you can also take off the macro. It can shoot in up to 4K at 30 frames a second. So 4K at 30 frames, and go down to lower 720p. You have time lapse. You have the movie frame, which puts the black bars around and make it, you have a wide shooting, and you have your photos, which is basically the same things. You have the AI and HDR. You also have the beauty mode. Well, this is filters, and then you have the beauty. The beauty mode, it's usually when you first get the phone, it's on, but I turned it off, so it's not on right now. Once you turn it off, it's off. Yeah, so the beauty mode is off. But in the camera in the back, you have a 48 megapixel right here, shooting mode, and as I mentioned, it only slows down when you take a 48 megapixel photo. Right after saving it, and you see a little lag. You have your portrait, where you can choose how much background blur you want. You have your night, which I wish was on the front camera as well, but it's only in the back. You have your panorama and your pro mode, where you do everything yourself, and you could also shoot videos in the pro mode. Right now, it's in the video. When you tap it, it switches to just the stills, and back to videos. When you're in the videos, in this mode, you have what's called log. Now, I thought log would be a flat profile, but no, it's like a very, I don't know, the colors just pop in this mode. Colors just pop. From my testing, a little video I did, it popped in its log mode. You have the movie frame, histogram, and your grids, and even has straight lines to show you if the camera is straight or not. If your camera is straight or is, but yeah, it has that straighten, and then from here you pick your wide, ultra wide, and macro settings from here. You have access to your cameras from there. Yeah, now let's take a look at the front. Now in the front, you also have the AI and HDR, and I'm using another phone that I will be doing a review on this phone soon as well. I don't know if you guys recognize that phone at all. Yeah, so I'm using that phone right there to actually record this video. So in the front, you have the beauty mode is on by default, and you could turn it off. But I keep it on because I'm one ugly fella, and I need whatever help I can. I mean, it doesn't make me look good, but it does blur some. It does make some of the ugliness go away, And when you have options in there: smooth, slender, big eyes, and then if you go, and then I believe there's more options as well, and then they do have more options. Yeah. You could turn each one of them up. Right now the slender is on. Let me turn that down. And you have the smooth, I believe there's an option where there is more that I've seen, but I'm not sure if it's this phone. It might be that phone up there where you have way more options. But and a pretty awesome phone. Recommended, great buy. I strongly suggest this phone. Very awesome phone. But that's it for this video. Please like, share, subscribe, hit that bell notification icon so you will be notified when I upload a new video. And as always, you can leave your comments down below. This is Stuttering Tech, and I'll see you guys in the next video. And peace out and stay safe.